Hello, Cancer. Welcome to the Power of Three, August 2025, in your general monthly reading. You saw it in the title. Who's coming towards you? Um, that's what we're looking at this month. I got a new deck. This is one of those months where you don't get your own clarifier. Everything just stays the same. So I know for those of you that are here all the time, you know that there's going to be a word from the Holy Spirit for you in December. But surprise, there's one for you this month. So, Cancer, without further ado, let's begin. I speak to you from deepest heaven. You hear me in the depths of your being. Deep calls unto deep. You are blessed to hear me so directly. Never take this privilege for granted. The best response is a heart overflowing with gratitude. I am training you to cultivate a thankful mindset. This is like building your house on a firm rock where life storms cannot shake it. As you learn these lessons, you are to teach them to others. I will open up the way before you, one step at a time. Alrighty, Cancer. Let's put our hand spray on and see what he's got to say about who's coming toward you. August 2025. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the sign of Cancer. Let's see how this starts. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. Um, struggle in your way up, and then it gets a little easy, and then you've got to go up, up, whoop, up, up, right? And then it levels off, and then it peaks up again. In those moments, it's very difficult, and you could be tempted to, will give up uh, for the most part, right? But if you give up, can you imagine giving up, being like right about there, and then just, like there gets a point in time where you can't give up. You just can't. You just can't, Cancer. Let's see what comes out for your overall energy. Out of the Blessed Bee Oracle, thank you again, the Holy Spirit, my guides and peeps, for being here, Cancer, August 2025, for their highest good. What do they need to know? You got a blessing from your ancestors. Why? Because they've been there. They've been in that spot, and they're just here to tell you don't give up. Now, this will be interesting. Your supporting energy, the wisdom of trees oracle. And I'll be reading you the message because it's just a type of tree that comes out. So we have to see what that means, okay? For Cancer, supporting energy. Ooh, you got you. No idea. Let's look that up. Not that I have any idea about any of them, but I've never even heard of that, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay. Sarah. There we go. Here we go, Cancer. This is a potent time of rebirth in which you can shed parts of your life that no longer serve you and develop new activities and attitudes, which is what the Holy Spirit was saying. It is also a time of stillness and contemplation as you reconnect with your spiritual beliefs. Don't give up. Don't give up. You may have been taught a lot of things for a lot of years. Don't give up on don't give up on the truth, okay? All right. This is Forest of Enchantment Tarot. Let's see what comes out for Cancer's highest good. Sign of Cancer. What do they need to know about who's coming towards them? Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Right? This is you. All the elements have showed up to their own readings, and I love it. Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups that cares too much. Maybe the Queen of Cups that absorbs other people's energy too much. Page of Swords, or the Child of Challenges in this one, which in essence, that might be exactly what you're dealing with, a challenging child. Don't give up. Seven. Emotional. Yeah. This is part of the problem. It's just a cesspool of emotions, and everybody's worried about how they feel instead of maybe how somebody else feels, or maybe how they should feel in that scenario. And maybe it should be so selfish. So it's difficult to deal with a child that is constantly in a cesspool of emotions, worried about what they want and how they want it at all times. This could be very challenging. Knight of Swords at the bottom. You really got to prepare yourself emotionally, I guess, for this, because based on experience so far, I'm going to say too much, but this armor could literally be because, well, if you're dealing with a oh, uh, if you're dealing with a child of challenge, they'll pretty much say anything to you. Stuff that would have got you knocked into the middle of next week, right? So now you've got to stand there and take it and not, and let it bounce right off of you, because if you don't, that's where the games begin. Okay? That's where the cesspool starts to turn. And there you are, and you just get cooled around and a gajillion things that this kid is upset about and complain about, and will also say anything to you. Like I say, stuff that would have got you and me 6 feet under, basically. Um, okay, here's the new deck. Yay. I'm going to show you the box. It's called Forest Tarot Cards. Is that not gorgeous? Trust me, it's gorgeous. I think so. Go ahead and leave a comment if you like the deck. Sign of Cancer. Please clarify. This challenging child coming towards, and if you're not already dealing with this, maybe your significant other, maybe you're in a relationship where they have a child or you have a child, and that is like this, is very challenging, emotionally and verbally. We'll see what clarifies, but is it the child itself coming towards you, or a situation that you know, is being added on to you that is now going to have to also deal with this child? I'm not sure. Be either or, right? It's general. If it's resonating with you, it could resonate in that way or the other way that I just described. Take it how it might apply for you, okay? All right, Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Yeah, like I said, nowadays the kids, especially ones that are, I don't even know what a word is, but it's emotional cesspool. If that's all that matters is how they feel at every given moment. And they will say anything. Like I say, stuff that would have got you and me knocked into the middle of next week, next month, and figure it out. Because when I get there, you say it again. You know what I mean? Like, no, you had to show respect. And there is none these days. And the guy in the back, we got the two there with the swords up, but you see how this guy here has got two swords down. That's this. See, that's that. See how his sword's down as well. The shield's there. It's like you're not gonna move your ground, but you're not gonna give them the emotional reaction that they're looking for either. Behind that, behind that armor, you really do care about this child. So let's see what comes out under child challenges, which is the Page of Swords in the traditional wish fulfillment. Like I said, they want their own way 24/7. 24/7. It's their way, or we all dive into the cesspool until everybody's so damn upset and emotional and confused that they, hope you'll give in. Wear you down. That's a wear you down pool. Calling you names, accusing you, and anything and everything. So not only were you not allowed to talk like that and be like that, now you have to stand there and you can't react or it's going to make it worse. So that's why that Knight of Swords is here. Under the Seven of Cups, not surprised to see this Nine of Swords. Like I said, they'll say anything. They will come at you, guns ablazing, and they will come at you, and they will stay at you until you give in. Do it. Do it. Like, that's how brazen kids are these days. I'm not just talking out my ass here. I talk from experience, and I'm talking to you about what these cards are telling you right now. Let's see what's at the bottom. Let's take a look. Seven of Pentacles. They know what they're doing. You're constantly playing cleanup. All right, we're getting your advice from the Crow Tarot. Sign of Cancer. A blessing from your ancestors with the yew tree. Seven of Pentacles is here twice. There's a right time and a right place for everything. You can't just walk up to an apple tree when the apples just started budding apples and expect to get a delicious apple off that tree. You have to wait, right? That requires patience. It requires caring for that tree while it's not providing you what you want. So it's kind of like the kid. Right now, it's like, I wish I didn't know you. I don't know who you are, but you still have to keep putting into this child and taking abuse from this child and showing this child love and giving them what they want, but only in proper balance to not make it worse and teach them patience. That's what your ancestors are here to tell you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Let's keep going for Cancer. Five of Swords under the Queen of Cups. Three of Cups. It it takes a village, they say, to raise a child. You know, even if physically as in a hands-on, when you need a break, you need to convert with other kids' parents. You need to convert with the rest of your family. The whole family needs to know if there's something going on. Not that they need to be in everybody's personal business, but like it's better for the caregiver to have the support, even though that support isn't not necessarily always sticking their nose in or putting their 2 cents in where the child's right directly to the child. They are counsel and support for, I'm going in. It's time to go back home. It's time to deal with this. But sometimes it helps to have an hour or two to just sit and speak with family or friends or people that have been there before, like your ancestors, people that are going through it right now, like you are. It really, really helps to communicate your emotions about it, keeping your sanity while dealing with insanity. Nine of Cups under the Child of Challenges. It's gotta be interesting. Yeah, seven. The Chariot. The Chariot. They think they're the boss. They think they run the show, and things move the way, when and where they say. Like only the Emperor drives the chariot. You know that, right? And if you don't, you do now. Only the Emperor drives the chariot. But right now, that Emperor is the child, or that's their goal. That's what you're taking a stand against, right? Being prepared, being prepared. Do you see now why you know you've got to wear that armor? If you don't, look what's coming right at you. And they know how to hit every trigger point there is, even all at once. So if you don't ready yourself, it's not going to go good. It's not going to go good at all. And you're going to look like the loser, but you're really not the loser, my friend. In the long run, it will be the child that you ultimately care about. But being raised in a time that is just, well, just like that Knight of Swords, that Nine of Swords, and the Knight. This is what it's about right now. So put that armor on and ready yourself because your ancestors are here telling you not to give up on the kid. So obviously they know. Oh, there's another one here. Ah, yeah, this is coming in on that Nine of Swords we were just looking at in the cesspool. You see, you are having so many moments lately where it's just like I gotta get out of here. Like it's Eight of Cups because you know it's coming. The nine. What do they want now? What are they gonna want next? Like they think they run the show. They think they drive the chariot, and they don't. Oh, it's at the bottom for Pete's sake. And look what's behind that. The extra cup that I was just talking about. That will make it the nine. This is one spoiled little brat. I'm so sorry to say that. I have to say it about my own sometimes. It is true. It is what it is. But you say it because you care. I could just shove my head up my ass and be like, oh, right? But no, it's not about being popular. It's about doing what's right. And sometimes that you have to be a little, trust me, I've had to be in the Knight of Swords. Trust me. And it's not because I was being talked to bad, it's because parents were being talked to bad. And I'm not going to stand for it. You know what I mean? I'm older than all of you. So trust me, I understand this energy. And this, my friends, this Emperor and this Ace of Cups, And that, like that 8 of Cups, okay? That's not only you, it's them. That's what they do. They'll just walk away. They don't get what they want. They take off, right? They do whatever because they want what they want right now. Whether it's you taking them somewhere, wherever, do it. Just reminded me of Starsky and I do it, right? That's funny, but it ain't funny when they do it. Cancer, my loves, you are not alone. Now, we're closing this out with the Mermaid and Fairy Oracle. I'm getting you a message to take away. Do you not, as I do, picture mermaids and fairies hanging out like on the riverbank there, right on the edge there where my finger is, hanging out on the rock. Let's see what comes out for the sign of Cancer. Yes, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. And obviously, in a scenario like this, you're going to be using your intuition big time because if you think they're going to tell you what's really going on, and if you think they're going to tell you the truth, well, think again. So follow your intuition because and act accordingly. Like I say, if you get the feeling that they're not where they say they are, go low. Catch them in the act. Put your armor on, and there you go. Okay. I hope that this has helped you, Cancer. I really, really do. I hope that you do not find spending your time here, which you cannot get back, and I appreciate. I hope you don't find it a waste. And if that's the case, on your way out, please hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the little icon. When you subscribe, the little bell pops up. It says personalized. Hit that because that'll make sure you get these immediately. You don't have to wait for the algorithm to bring it to you because you'll be waiting a while, right? So this way you get it right away. Um, and again, thank you for your time. I hope this has helped you. I hope you'll take care of yourself until I see you again. Bye for now.